In the smoke, where the stories unfold, there's a tale of a podcast for big and so bold. Funded by belief, they call their own show. Where the cigar dawn and the painter they glow. Oh, the leaf and the ash, they dance in the air. With PC Silverback, they haven't to care. The cigar mugs laugh, it rings loud and true. In the heart of the smoke, their friendship grew.
What? Let's go. You. I wasn't ready for that, JJ. I was not ready for that. Changed the music intro and everything on us. All right.
Hey. Did it look all right?
Heck yeah. Well, welcome, guys, to another episode of the Leaf and Ash podcast. I'm your host, Panda, along with my three compadres co-hosts. On the top left, you got the big dog, as always, PC Silverback.
What's up, people? Man, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Happy Sunday, right?
Would you smoke mine?
Hello.
Would you smoke mine?
Right. Guys, on the top right, the technician, the wizard behind the curtain, the one-finger pecker sensation, JJ, a.k.a. Cigar. What's up, dog?
Howdy, y'all.
And on the bottom right, Mr. Rico Suave himself, the one and only, the Cigar Don. What's up, Donnie boy?
What's going on? Happy Sunday, everybody.
Happy Sunday, guys. Here in South Florida, guys, all day it's been raining. I mean, it's dark, it's raining, it's humid, it's just, it's one of those days that you don't want to do nothing but just watch TV, have a stick, and just chill, right? But we know we have our commitments, and today, guys, we're basically going to kind of just chop it up, just, throwing things up. There's going to be like a kind of, what do you call it? Just a bunch of stuff that we're going to just throw into together, and hope that you guys enjoy it. Come along with to the room, come on the ride with us. Basically, today is mostly your everyday smoke, right? What do we enjoy smoking? What's that one cigar that you almost have to smoke every day, or you do smoke every day? Let's kind of mix it up right now. Don, go ahead. You tell us what's
So I actually pulled out that stick to smoke today with you guys, and that is the CAO Brasilia. This is one of my go-tos. When you talk about favorite sticks, I got some really favorite sticks that are up there on the scale, but for every day, man, just pounding them out, a nice Robusto at lunch, whatever it is. The CAO Brasilia is a special cigar. I really like it a lot.
I mean, the Mata Fina, right? The Mata Fina tobacco is unbelievable. I'll mention that a bunch of times, that seems to be my new kick. Anything that has the Mata Fina tobacco, I'm looking for it. I want to try it on, see how else they, a distinctive taste of how different people blend the Mata Fina with it. What's up with you, Mo? What's your everyday?
La Gloria Cubana, the Cigar, one of my favorites. It hasn't let me down yet.
I remember when you first got that cigar bid.
Yep.
I mean, you were raving all about it, and you couldn't stop talking about it. I mean, I remember, and that's the Series R, right? That's
that
one in particular. Is it the Series R, or is just the Gloria Cubana?
It's just the Cigar.
Just the series, that one in particular that you enjoy.
Yep.
All right. What's up with you, big dog? Silverback?
Man, I like the La Herencia. Cord is a little stick that I found, man. It's not, the price point is not very high on it, but I found it to be very, flavorful. So, and that's what I'm going. That could be an everyday stick for me right there. So when I can get them, I get them. You know what I mean?
All right. I mean, and if you notice, pretty much everyone has something different, right? Cool. For the longest time, and I've shared this before with you guys, my everyday go-to, I was a 2-box a month guy, was the AJ Fernandez New World Puro Especial. That was, and even, I still go to them, but I needed a break because that's how much I smoked them. You know what I mean? Now I find myself, I love the Nica Rustica, the Adobes. The price point You know, you're talking about a 750 a stick. Certain places have them maybe $8. Um, that stick to me for the price point, I mean, it's worth the everyday smoke, right? It's mild, it's creaminess, it's got a little bite to it, nothing, not a whole lot, some earthiness. But like I said, for me, as far as like price point, great everyday smoke, you know. Um, until JJ introduced me or reintroduced me to the CAO Black. So to me, that CAO Black is a phenomenal morning smoke.
Yes, it is.
With your cup of coffee, or whether it's your, you know what I mean, your espresso, your Coke, your Mountain Dew, your root beer, whatever the heck it is. To me, that's such a good way to either start it or at least end it, which I find myself doing lately is starting really light or mild and ending on a light note. For the most part, um, but I smoke. I think yesterday, guys, I ain't gonna lie. I think I ended up smoking like 5 or 6 sticks yesterday. And oh my lord, and as you guys so I definitely want to talk about yesterday's lounge experience when I walked in, because let me tell you something. These guys in my shop, they're special. They are special. It's something that wasn't expected, which everybody had their phones, or they saw when I was coming in, and had those shirts. Did you guys see the shirts?
I would buy
Other
one.
shirts.
So I should have had it ready because I wanted to bring it up in this podcast. In the front, as you just said, Pete and Ernie. You know what I mean? That which is me and my boy, my best friend from the shop. And on the back, guys, just so you guys can get a visual before I get the shirt out, is 2 big old burly guys riding back to back on a motorcycle. One guy in the back holding the other guy with a big old smile. So that was there had to be at least 30, 35 shirts made.
Ooh,
I mean, everyone had them, dude.
that was commitment.
Even people that I've never met, that was the first set of the shop. Like, what? Oh, how you doing? I'm Pete. But yeah, I mean, but that's
so the question is, did you wear the shirt when you got there?
Not right away. not right away, because you understand that picture has been floating around for about at least a good year. What I'm surprised that they didn't Photoshop our pictures on these shirts, and it wasn't a thought until after the fact, apparently. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm so grateful for that, because we would have never let that one die. It's bad enough, those shirts. Can you imagine the money that was spent on these shirts, man? It's just crazy, man. It's just absolutely bananas. But going back to the top, and we'll get back to the yesterday's event, the domino tournament. I'll let you guys know where I placed and how good or bad I did. I mean, what other smokes outside of what you guys mentioned? What other smokes would you guys refer someone to smoke in the morning, or maybe just recommend as an everyday stick? Go ahead, Mutt.
The Man of War Virtue is a nice Connecticut smoke that I used to enjoy quite a bit in the mornings. Pretty easy on the wallet as far as price point goes, especially on Cigar Bid. And it just goes with everything. You can have it with coffee, which I'm not a big coffee drinker, but it does pair well with coffee in the morning. And I said it's not strong. It's not gonna kill your tongue first thing in the morning or overpower your palate. And I know I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, and to me that's something big, right? Because some people don't enjoy a real strong cigar in the morning,
Right.
And to me, it's important to have that variety, of different blends, because it doesn't have to be Maduro. It could be a sun-grown, it could be a Habano, right? It could be,
Yep.
I mean, Candela. I'm not a big fan of Candela, but there are a lot of people that like it. It's a very, very unique and very an acquired taste. It is a very acquired taste when it comes to Candela. I'm not a fan of them. I've tried to push through them, but it's just not for me. Some people enjoy, like the Tabak. by Drew Estate. That's kind of coffee infused. I've shared that, I've smoked those, and I could never, I could never get through the whole thing. But I've tried it. It's not bad. You know what I mean? I just, for whatever reason, I just can't do the infused cigars anymore. And not to say that I haven't tried them, because when I started, I just like everyone, when they first came out, like the Cuba Cubas, I tried them and I enjoyed them for a little bit, but then it kind of just messed me up a little bit. But what says you, PC?
Well, I've been on a Connecticut kick in the mornings anyway. Just not to get hit. With a lot of flavor, aroma, and stuff of that nature. And I like the Gloria White, and that's little stick Connecticut. It really starts my day off. Like I said, I might have my coffee or some
Mhm.
water or something like that. It really gets me started. By the time midday roll around, I'm probably at a mid to full body, a mild, something like that. So, and just keep growing from there, man. I might even strike off a punch or a bare knuckle or something like that, and just keep it moving.
Mhm.
Because I really like the flavors that go along with getting my day started off, you know, slow and easy sometimes instead of
Absolutely.
just hit the ground running.
What's up with you, Don?
So I'm not really a morning smoker, to be honest with you. I usually have my first stick around noon to 1 o'clock at my lunchtime at work. So I'm not really, but my secondary kind of go-to cigar is the Leaf by Oscar, and uh, in particular for me, the Maduro. I love the Leaf Maduro, but I've tried all of them, and they're all really good cigars. $8 to $10 price range, depending on where you get it at. But that's kind of my secondary. Like if I just your everyday cigar. Like I'm just gonna go outside and have one, and I'm not craving anything in particular. That's one of my go tos.
I find myself smoking most in the morning times, mostly when I'm home on the weekends.
Hmm.
Because knowing on average, my first cigar is probably not until like, unless I'm really stressed out in the middle of the day at work, I'll go to the back parking lot and I'll grab a stick and I'll just smoke to kind of decompress, then go back into the office. But you know, I have found myself, you know, looking for more of the budget cigars to smoke on a daily than kind of going to my go-to higher end cigars, right? Because
Right.
especially if I'm crunched for time, I don't want to burn knowing I only have 30 minutes to smoke, and I'm smoking a $15-$20 cigar, and I know it's going to be at least an hour. And nowadays, as hot as it's been during the summer, I'll be honest with you, I haven't gone out there in a while. But that I mean, I find that, and like I said, this is no one's obviously paying me to advertise a particular brand more than the other. I honestly, to this day, I truly believe that there's no finer budget cigar than the Nica Rustica, whether it's the Adobe or the Connecticut Broadleaf. You know, because the Connecticut Broadleaf is a Churchill for the same price.
Mm.
It's just a good stick. Another company that always stands on the mild side is any Perdomo. Perdomo is, they're not known for very strong cigars. Their 20th, has a little, punch to it, a little bit very light. The 10th with the blue band, you know, that's probably the only two. Everything else is like the medium to barely touching full. Those are the cigars that I would recommend to someone that's and they're not expensive either. You know what I mean? They average 10 to maybe, well, they could go to $12 depending on which stick and what size, right? So to
Hmm.
me, you know, I'm looking at budget. I want to get more bang for my buck. You know what I mean? So because if I'm gonna smoke, I ain't gonna lie. When we go on vacation, when we go on our first retreat to Tampa, rest assured the pan is gonna be having this morning smoke. I'm gonna tell you that. You know what I mean? So and this is why I was trying to get those CAO blacks on cigar bids, and I kept on freaking losing. Um, But it is what it is. But there's gonna be plenty of shops over there for me to buy, my morning sticks. But yeah, that's pretty much what I look for. As far as everyday smokes, I'm looking for something more bang for my buck.
Well, I'll be the first to tell you, if you're going to start off early in the morning and you want something with a little punch, you can try that Man of War Ruination.
Ruination.
It pairs up really well with coffee, man,
That's
and it'll set you right going through the rest of your day, buddy.
But listen, I that's pretty much the majority of my sticks are Maduros. So
Right.
outside of just recently with me smoking these CAO blacks, I mean, I have no quarrels or problems smoking my Maduros in the morning. It's just for whatever reason lately, I've been enjoying the milder cigars in the morning, to kind of just mellow, cruise on into my everyday smokes. And I just, to me, I'm at that point that I'm like, I want more bang for my buck. And I think we spoke about that, one of the benefits of buying online, especially going to cigar bids,
Like right now on Cigar Bid, there is a 50 bundle of Ruinations on there right now.
True.
And that's going to go up there in price.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm sitting here thinking, golly, I hope nobody else sees it and I win it for like $6. I know that's not going to happen. I'm going to sell and hit my head if I think that's going to
Maybe
happen.
$60, but
Right. But 50 bundle, that's crazy.
So
I'm sorry.
go ahead.
Hey, brother, we can chip in on it.
Hey, listen, I'm there with you. Those Ruinations are actually, they're really good. I mean, that Man of War makes a great, it's a great product. It really is.
So on the flip side of that question, Panda, what would you say is your favorite last cigar of the day smoke? Because that one time you told me to smoke that 601 La Bamba, and so I got to question your
Well, that listen, I can't believe that
he didn't tell me to do that, but
yeah. Listen, he was forewarned way in advance, guys. Don't smoke that stick, especially on an empty stomach or late at night.
And he smoked like 3 or 4 bangers before that, didn't he?
Before that, yes.
Yeah, that was a big night.
How'd that work out for you, Don?
well, when I got done running the marathon, I finally fell asleep. But
Your brain would have shut off.
ooh, that was a tough night. The hiccups, the whole nine. That was
That is crazy.
It was funny. I don't know if we were on Discord or we were on TikTok where we were all talking. And I pulled that stick out and Panda looked at me and said, "Are you serious? Like it's 9 o'clock at night?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. It's gonna be what it is."
Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna okay, do it, man.
The hair that bit the dog.
Oh, you got that right, man. It's just unreal.
Oof.
Did you guys share what you guys smoking right now? I don't know if I asked you guys what you're smoking now. You smoking what, PC?
I'm actually on the 601 Maduro. Yes, sir.
By Eric Espinoza.
Yeah.
I honestly enjoy that 601. I enjoy the blue.
Oh,
The green label, the Scudo, the Habano, they're good. But for whatever that Maduro, and it could be because I'm biased, I just love. I mean, I love Eric Espinoza, some products in general. What are you smoking, Mutt?
La
Yeah.
Gloria Cubana, Siriar.
There it is.
Love it.
And the Brasilia, I'm done.
Brasilia here. Yep.
Nice. I shared with you guys earlier. I'm smoking a Cavalier.
So,
I,
what happens when you hit the gold?
It burns right off.
There's not like a flavor change or anything?
I don't think so. And honestly, if you look at this, normally the gold leaf is lower.
Yeah.
Look how close it is to the tip. This was a torpedo, and even this part here, and when I cut it, I showed you guys that it seems that when they put the cap on it, there must have been a screw up somewhere because I only cut a very little bit, if you can see, and it started unraveling already. But the gold leaf is normally a little bit lower, so that most people will smoke right through it, which, I mean, you can. I mean, there's no issue. I mean, the smell, I can tell you, it smells a faint difference, but other than that, I personally don't taste anything different.
Well, I have to add, this is my first 601.
Hmm.
Um, and dude, this is a beautiful stick. I love it's smooth and it burns just right. It's starting to ash just perfectly, man.
Hmm.
I love this stick.
I
I got to
see
get
it.
more of these.
Yes.
Are those on Cigar Bit? I don't know if I've ever seen those on
I
Cigar
don't.
Bit.
I think the Escoro, the green label is, but I think
Mhm.
that's the only one. That and the La Bombas are the only thing on Cigar Bit, I believe.
Yeah, those little bombs, those yellow labels are, man. I'm telling you guys, if you get a chance, smoke them, but they're not for the faint of heart. I'll tell you that much. And I mean, if you're not a avid smoker, I don't recommend it for someone that's just beginning, smoking, because that will destroy your palate real quick, you know. And like Don said, it'll give you hiccups, it'll give you all sorts of stuff. The cold sweats, you know.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's just, it's yeah, guys. It's one of those things that there's certain cigars that I have no issue smoking on a daily, but you know, I've told you this that I've only had two cigars that knocked me on my butt, and both times I didn't eat before I smoked it. The first one that laid me out and put me to sleep was the Opus Shark that was gifted to me. And honestly, guys, this is crazy. I couldn't even finish the cigar. And
Wow.
yeah, and I mean, this was a while ago, but I remember that because I was at the lounge, at a lounge near my house here, and the owner's brother gave it to me as a gift. And I remember, I'm like, what the? I go, "Yeah, man, hey, you could. I passed out for like 20 minutes on the couch.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, I mean, it laid me on my butt. I was sweating, and I'm going, holy crap, man, what the hell? I'm like, and like I said, it's been such a long time since I've had a stick rock me that way. And the other one was an LFD. Oh man, the name escapes me now, but it's almost like a Solomon, but it's not. It has the pigtail. It kind of goes into like a torpedo, but it has a pigtail to it. I can't remember
Hmm.
now, but that one spun me. And LFD, the Florida Dominicana is notorious. They're known for strong cigars.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, that cigar spun me, and I was like, okay, I had to have the sugar packet, to kind of mellow me out, and which was so weird. And like I said, that was a while ago too. But I mean, other than those two cigars, I can't think of a cigar that's gotten me nauseous or sick, other than me, one of the nicotine poison, having like 15, 20 cigars in one day.
See, and I have those LFDs coming in. The digger. I
Mhm.
have two of those coming in.
I
I think they
heard.
should be in tomorrow, and they're like what 8.5 inches long by a 60 ring gauge.
I got
I
one of
mean,
those in
I'm
the
gonna have to set
humidor.
my mic over here so I'm gonna have to set my computer screens back. I'm gonna be whacking shit off my desk.
So,
That.
so the one stick for me that, and you're gonna laugh at me because I know it's one of your favorite sticks that knocked me on my rear end was the Jaime Garcia 6x60, and I smoked it on an empty stomach, and I got the cold. I actually went inside like I think we were out here talking one day, and I got to go, guys. I got. Oh. I, and that one knocked me, and I actually have two more in my humidor, and I haven't smoked it since because I'm like I can't go through that again.
You know what? To me, I don't think Jaime Garcia cigars are spoken about enough. You know,
Right.
that's such a phenomenal product. And I love that stick. That 6x60. I mean, that stick is a really good stick. Have you guys had any experience like that kind of made you nauseous or just didn't make you feel well? Which one?
Garbage.
I I've had it happen to me once. Don't ask me what the stick was because it probably erased my memory. But at the same time, I'm sitting here talking to you guys, and all of a sudden I got really sick, and and I just start spewing on myself. I was like, "Whoa, where did that come from?"
Oh
But
man.
I wasn't feeling bad. I wasn't feeling nauseous. The nicotine wasn't too much. I was swimming a little bit in the head, but it just
Mhm.
came out of nowhere, man.
Yeah,
It's
Gurkha
amazing what
did that.
say Gurk.
Yeah, it not only did it make my mouth and most of my body as dry as a Sahara desert because the leather in it.
Evil.
But I definitely got the sweats off of it. I didn't get sick to my stomach, but I definitely got the sweats, and most definitely had to drink a lot of water to get my tongue back to where it was or it needed to be.
Yeah, that was the evil, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that Gurkha evil, man. Yeah, you gotta have like a gallon of water, man. Either that or just have sailing just IV hooked up onto you, as you're smoking, to stay hydrated.
and
Because that is
overall,
literally
it's
so.
not a bad stick overall.
I can't see. I don't enjoy cigars like that. That's just pure leather because of that. You know what I mean? Because how do you follow up with it? Like to
Right.
me, it kind of already messes up your palate. I think it kind of just it
Hmm.
plays with your palate because it dries your palate up so much. I mean, but I mean, and like I said, most cigars make your tongue salivate. As opposed to the actual, cigars like Gurkha and that evil. But what else? What? How about you, Donnie? What else did you other than that? That's it.
That's the one that got me was the Jaime Garcia. You know, sometimes you're smoking it's going to be a heavy cigar, with full body. Everybody, you've read the reviews, you've talked to everybody, so you go into it like I'll eat, I'll do everything, have some chocolate out here just for, and you start to feel a little like ooh, like I said, a little swimmy in the head. So I'll just drink some sweet tea or eat a piece of chocolate, and I'm usually fine. But that Jaime Garcia just put a foot in my head and just said, "Go to bed, son." And I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about that being a really super strong cigar that will kick your rear end. I really haven't. Like I wasn't. It wasn't one of those ones where I was expecting like, okay, this one's going to be a banger.
And there's a few cigars that are that way. That I'll give you another one that I enjoy drastically is the Dom Pepin classic Cuban.
Hmm.
That is a phenomenal smoke. It's not there's very little leather to it, but it's one of those. It packs a punch. You know what I mean? It packs a punch, and that's something that you definitely need to have water with you. I mean, you should always have something close by to drink, whether it's a soda, whether it's water, whether it's tea, whatever. You should always have something near you, at your disposal because you never know when it's gonna hit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So here's an off-topic question. What do you guys do? What do you guys do to like cleanse your palate at night? Now, what do you anything particular you guys do at nighttime?
Well, if you if you if you ask me, a lot of times when I get that feeling, I'll go just to seltzer water, and I'll allow that to cleanse it for me, and then of course I might do a tongue scrape. I know it sounds gross, but I'll do that to kind of make sure that I'm getting my palate clean because sometimes the tobacco just sits in your mouth no matter how much you try to cleanse, and just give it a couple days to let it reset itself, and then I'll get back to it, and I noticed that I taste more notes once I start to cleanse and be patient with my palate instead of just powering through smoking and whatnot.
Hmm. How about you, Jay?
Well, definitely a lot of gargling. Um, and like you said, the tongue's great, but I can barely get through that. It's there's some sounds coming out of that bathroom that are unnatural.
Oh man.
Uh, then just I know I should probably do the. I believe you told me before to the peroxide, but for the most part, just gargle a bunch of Listerine is what I normally do. But I probably should start trying the peroxide.
Yeah. How about you, Don?
So for me, before I go to bed, even if I haven't had a late cigar, this is going to sound really weird to everybody, but it makes my mouth feel so much cleaner. And so I always go with some Tic Tac, the Fruity Adventure. I eat a handful of those, and before I brush my teeth and mouthwash before I go to bed, I get that for some reason those Tic Tacs get the tobacco and the char taste out of my mouth, and so I'll do that. I'll take get ready for bed and head in there and brush my teeth, and I do the tongue brush and all that good stuff. But it just makes if I don't have those, even after I brush my teeth and and do some mouthwash, I'll wake up in the morning sometimes like so but that for some reason that and it's really only that flavor. I've tried some other ones, I'm like that didn't work, but that fruit is, I think they're the Tic Tac Fruity Adventure. They work for me. They kind of I don't know if because they're hard candy or whatever, they scrape the tongue. I don't know what they do, but
It works.
It works. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big peroxide guy. I scrape my tongue every night, at night, and then in the morning I do just the same. To me, the peroxide, when it gets on your tongue, all the bubbles, it fizzes up, it cleans your gums, it kind of takes all the gook out. You know what I mean? It's good to me. It's a good reset for me. Then I'll brush my teeth. Then I'll rinse with mouthwash at the end. So I'll do the peroxide first, on purpose because everything that's already been in my mouth, everything I ate, everything that I drank, everything, and all that fizz, and it's disgusting, but it does what it's supposed to do. Like I said, then I'll brush my teeth, I'll scrape my tongue, and then I'll hit it with some mouthwash. And to me, even I know JJ, I know you did, and that was something that was taught to me years ago. And I know some guys that dip, they highly recommend after you take out the chew out your mouth for you to, rinse your mouth with some peroxide and so it can clean your gums, especially, But that's crazy. But I want to go back to yesterday's event. I kind of want to share this with you guys. So, I walk in, I show up, and I notice everyone's looking at me and staring at me. But to me, it's like it's an event. I'm not thinking nothing. I'm like, hey, well, hey, you know how it is, right? So then I'm going, wait a minute, what the Pete and Ernie? And all of a sudden, everyone turns around. And there's those two big guys riding on one motorcycle together like this. I'm like, oh my God, guys. I laughed so freaking hard, man. It was good. But that's how you know that you're loved by everyone in the shop, right?
That's what I was just about to say. That's how you know that, we always talk about being part of the furniture. That's how you know. That's how,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's all for fun. It's that's the love that everyone has. The tournament lasted 7 hours. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. 7 hours. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tables. So 6 times 4, 24, right? Okay. Let me make sure my math is right. So there's 24 of us playing. So the way they played it was completely different. So it was, you played 3 games, and whatever your total points of the game, because we play by points, meaning up per game. We play up to 6 games. So if we win 6-3, okay, that's our score, 9. We got 9 points on that. If they win 6-4, they got 10. It was weird. It was confusing in the beginning. And then what even got more confusing was that my partner and I, we scored 14. And for some reason, they had bumped us that we didn't make it to the next round. But yet people that had 10 and 13 were playing like a playoff match to go to the. I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. I mean, there was all sorts of confusion. It took about 40 minutes just to get that worked out. You know what I mean? After we got it all worked out, my partner and I, we played. We won. then it was double elimination. You know what I mean? So we ended up winning the first game. The second game we won. The third game we lost. So now we're waiting for someone else. So then we end up playing this one guy. So part of the rules is if the four of us are playing, and let's say I put the wrong piece down. Let's say I meant to put a 4 where the 4 is, but I actually put a 5 where the 4 is, and someone plays already, and we discover it, it's done. That game's over. That team wins that point. All right.
Okay.
So I try to be the nice guy, and I go, you know what? Honest mistake. Even though it's the rules, and we were up 5-2 at this point. All right. I take the point away from us, 4-2. We win the next one 5. My partner's looking at me like, it could have been done. We could have been over. And I'm like, dude, it is what it is. Yo, they came back and beat us 6-5 and eliminated us.
Oh no.
That was a semi. That was the semis. So they went to the final table with the 2 players that did not lose not one game all night. So if they won, they had to beat them twice in order for them to win. So the team that beat us, that we should have won, got skunked 6-0. Dude, it was the most fastest game ever. And I'm like, and my partner's like, gave me that look. I'm like, bro, whatever. I don't want to hear it, man. And these 2 guys, man, it's like they had a colony of rabbits up their butts, man, because nothing they could do was wrong. Nothing. I'm like, oh my God. And, you know, I'm grateful for them, you know, Al and Paulie. We call them Paulie Walnuts. But it was such a great time, guys. You know what I mean? They roasted that 80-pound pig.
Oh.
They got early in the morning. Did you guys see the video of the pig in the back? And did I send it to you guys at all?
I don't think so.
I don't think you sent that one.
Oh, my Lord. So by the time I got there, the pig was already done. And they were in the back room. They had the big, heavy gloves, and they're just doing this to it, you know, ripping the chicharron, taking the pig skin off of it. It just, oh, my God. It was just ridiculous. I'm gonna see if I you know, I probably posted it, but I'll send it to you guys. But it is, and that's what I love, man. I keep on saying that, guys. That's what I love about my damn lounge. I really, I mean, there's just, you know, that when you have that type of love, everyone paid a little extra. You know what I mean? It was for a gift card, you know, for the tournament. But I don't know if it was like $10 a head that bought the pig. They got a pig, 80-pound pig for like $320 down in Miami. You get to pick the pig you want. You know?
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a livestock. It's a livestock. You go into the pen and you're like, yeah, I want that one. And they go, okay. They grab them and they handle their business. You know. And yeah, and they come out with the whole pig. Oh man, and it's just, you know, and me being, you know, of Latin descent, that's just part of it. We love that. You know, we absolutely love a roasted pig, man, especially the cajachina. I mean, I remember my grandparents doing that the old way. You know what I mean? The old school, they just rotating that bad boy.
Oh.
Can you imagine that for 12, 14 hours? Get out of here. It would go, ain't nobody got no time for that. You know?
So for the people who may be just joining us for the first time or haven't seen before, do we have any video or pictures of your lounge?
A matter of fact, we do. Enjoy.
What's going on, guys? This is your boy Panda, and your boy Panda has some great news. We have teamed up with Burn One Cigar Bar, located at 7328 Royal Palm Boulevard in Margate, Florida. Guys, Burn One Cigar Bar is your go-to destination for the finest selections of premium cigars at unbeatable prices. Step into a world of luxury and relaxation as you indulge in the smooth flavors and exquisite aromas of our carefully curated cigars collection. But that's not all. Burn One Cigar Bar has teamed up with us for an exclusive sponsorship opportunity just for you. When you call Burn One and purchase any box of cigars, you unlock a fantastic discount of 20% of your order using special discount code PANDA. You can contact Burn One at 954-970-0001 or on their social media pages, Facebook and or Instagram. Guys, don't miss this chance to elevate your cigar experience without breaking the bank. Visit Burn One Cigar Bar today. Mention the discount code PANDA and treat yourself to premium cigars at an incredible value. Hurry up, this offer won't last. Burn One Cigar Bar, where luxury meets affordability. And they ship nationwide. Peace.
So
Nice.
I got to tell you, I was at your lounge and I witnessed the amount of smack talking when one domino game was going on. I can't imagine what was happening when there were 6 games going on.
Listen, so I could tell you, so I started videoing, right? Because of what you just mentioned, I will have to put audio over it. Because the things that were being said, it kind of got crazy. It really got crazy. And I was like, I can't post this. I mean, I could post it, but you can't, I'm not going to be, no one's going to be able to get the real experience of the smack talking, if I post it, because it was bad.
You know what the beautiful thing is though? All that smack talking happened. The game's over. Everybody gets up.
Oh, the
bro
hugs. That's it. Hugs, kisses, and
get on to the next
ass.
game. Yeah.
It's all love.
And then of course all the crap talking. If you lost, if you were the first one to lose, my Lord. See, that's where it begins, right? You do not want to be the first 2 to bust out. Let alone you don't want to get skunked. So we call them pollona. We got a rubber chicken. So if you get skunked, sick, that 20 team gets that rubber chicken, it just starts squeaking the hell out of that damn chicken. You know what I mean? So everybody in the lounge knows you just got skunked. So nothing's sacred, man. Nothing. And dude, I tell you, all the smack talk and all the love, man, it's just, I absolutely have a blast when we go there, when we have events like this. And I'm looking forward, honestly, guys, when it gets to a point that we all could get together, do some type of fundraiser at the lounge. The owners are 110% for it. Obviously with enough notice, enough planning, anything's possible. Preferably during the so-called winter in South Florida, but
Right.
we'll figure something out. We kind of spoke to you, PC, in regards to what we kind of want to do with you and your daughter's foundation.
Right.
Guys, we got a couple of people that we need to set up dates,
Yeah,
and
most
we're
definitely.
working on that. We're working on that, guys. We kind of just started doing our episodes just to kind of give you guys a heads up. We wanted to get X amount of episodes, especially before we get to our trip to Tampa. And this is the build-up to Tampa, right?
Yep.
How many more days we got now, gentlemen?
Tomorrow is July 1. We're going to be there on July 11. Do the math, baby.
That's it. So
And this is already episode.
yeah, let me correct myself. Yeah, let me get that right. Number 5. Number 5, not 4 or 5.
5.
Number 5. Guys, and I keep on. I don't think I can emphasize enough that I'm excited. The closer it gets, the more excited I become. Because it's just honestly, even if we did absolutely nothing, just hung out with each other, I'll be perfectly fine with that. You know what I mean? I'll be absolutely perfect with that. But that's not going to be the case. We're going to be out there. We'll be out there, chopping it up at some lounges. We'll be chopping up at Jason Newman at the factory with our tour early in the morning at 9:15. But yeah, I mean, there's I can't wait for the stories, right, that we create together in this journey.
Yeah.
Not just to Tampa, but to other places. Like I said, I would love to go visit. Let me go this way with Don in Texas. PC in Georgia, Mutt, got to get Mutt, go. I'm gonna have to go pay a visit to Okie,
Yes, sir.
Do it. We'll go to Tulsa.
Yeah, there you go. I'll bring my
look
level
forward to
4.
that.
I'll bring my level 4. I'm good.
We got you 6 on that one, brother.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I got you. I cover. We low crawl. We just start low crawling. Just.
I'm up. They see me. I'm down.
That's it. It's just like I said. Tampa is the first of many to come, And when we're there, obviously we're going to be doing some talking about what other stuff we're going to be getting going. And so I when we get there, I want what I'm going to start doing is for every trip and every destination that we go as a group. Not only do I want to take photos and stuff like that, so we can start posting and I want to create a collage. I would love to create a collage in my man cave. The Leaf and Ash, bonded by the League Cigar Club First Retreat, Tampa 2024. Next one, it could be Orlando, it could be, Atlanta, it could be Houston, it could be wherever, and
Right.
I that's where I want, and I want to start maybe doing a little collection of maybe some shot glasses somewhere or whatever,
That'd be cool.
that'd be just
Yeah.
solely for our
Yep.
our adventures, But guys, I'm telling you, time flies.
It
does.
does fast.
This,
I'm
this
looking at
trip,
the clock. It's 45. No, not for the trip. I'm talking about the clock now, just us chit chatting.
I'm telling you.
But
This
go
is-
ahead, Don.
and even for the trip, like it seems so surreal. We started talking about this for me. It was about 9 months ago, 8-9 months ago, and it was like, okay, that's a trip next year sometime. And it's here. It's like, oh man, I'm so excited to get together and I texted you guys yesterday. The special cigar we're going to smoke on Thursday. I got them all in.
Oh,
You guys are gonna be in for a treat for that one. Let me tell you, I think we're all gonna be on for a treat for that one.
how do you hold that thing?
We're going to find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. Hey, listen, I want to do a long ash contest with it. Is all I'm saying.
Hey,
Oh yeah, that's gonna be unique.
That's
You know
gonna be
what I mean?
fun.
That's gonna be unique.
that sounds like a plan. We might just need to do a long edge contest with that particular stick.
It's such an awkward cigar, man. It's such an awkward cigar. It really is. But I'm looking forward to it. I mean, you're right, Don. I mean, and you were the first one to book your flight.
Yeah.
I mean,
was
Don
going.
didn't play.
I was going.
Don, let me tell you something. I think we spoke about it for about a week. And next thing you know, Don goes, my flight's booked. What was the day? Are we sure this is the week? Are we sure? Because there was some that initially, there was some scheduling dates, and stuff like that. We were trying to finalize, and it kind of got pushed to the side for a while. And then we just said, okay, we need to knuckle down. Just what's a good month?
Right.
And I don't know how we even came about July 11th. I really don't. I don't even remember. That's how long ago it was.
Right.
But I just, man, there's some good. Oh man, I'm telling you, there's so much good food out there too, man. We gonna eat like kings, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's so much good food out there, and plus what I'm gonna be cooking at the house too. Those steaks. I went to Costco today, and I checked out. Dude, they had some nice cuts, some New York strips, man. They were about that thick.
Ooh, you talking my language.
Man, let me tell you something. So, and they were like, for 5 of them, I was like $64. I was like, I'm like, okay.
Hey,
But although I did find another spot in Boca, I'm gonna look into.
I don't eat New York strip. I eat prime rib. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I guess he wants me to make some type of puree sauce.
I want it drizzled all over there.
Yeah, you'll get a drizzle, all right, buddy. You'll get a drizzle.
Cook blue rare.
Yeah,
What's that?
Cook it to blue rare.
Blue rare. That's how you like your steak, rare?
Yeah.
How about you, on Don?
Mm.
I'm a medium rare guy.
PC? How do you like your steak? Medium rare? See, I like medium rare. I like some red. I like some pink. I like, like to me, there's certain any steak I don't think you should cook well done. You know what I mean? I don't believe in that.
But here's a funny story for you guys. So growing up, we had steak a lot. Grew up in an Irish family. We were meat and potatoes and that kind of stuff. And my mom would cook steaks to the point where they were gray. And so I didn't love it. I was just like, oh, this, you ate it because you're a kid and you eat everything on your plate. When I kind of went out on my own and somebody actually introduced me to a steak that was cooked medium rare, I'm like, oh my gosh, I like steak. Like I was one of those guys like I don't like it, but God rest her soul. She did everything else good, but steak was not her forte.
And that was the opposite. Like I couldn't eat anything with red or blood in it. It would freak me out. It make me nauseous, and like I couldn't get past, just the look of it. And then I grew up one day, and I became the man that you see before you. And now my steaks, and you know what? All jokes aside, my kids won't not eat their steak anything but medium rare.
Yeah.
They will not eat it. I mean, and it's and I'm grateful for that because they get to enjoy how juicy it is. You cook that. I mean, even that those who don't like it, that medium well to me is still a little too much cooked. You know what I mean? Especially depending on the cut, right? If you're cooking like a T-bone or a sirloin or a fillet, you definitely do not want that a medium well, man. Those are steaks that you gotta have a medium rare. There's a spot, man. There's a spot in St. Augustine called Michael's Tasting Room. I get the beef Wellington. The chef will not cook nothing less than medium rare. If you ask for any other way, she will come out to your table and says either you eat it the way I cook it or you will not eat it at all.
Yeah, I mean, medium rare to rare is just the perfect way to eat a steak.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because no one really wants to eat shoe leather, man.
Yeah. Or a hockey puck, right? Who wants to eat a hockey puck, man? It's just like, oh man, I don't get it. But I love a steak with a nice good sear.
It gets stuck right about there.
It gets stuck. Man, it's cutting you as it's going down, man. It's so damn sharp and hard. You know what I mean? It's like, good Lord. But yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, New York strips, unless you guys want something a different cut, you just give me a heads up.
That sounds good to me.
Big old baked potato, some salad, some greens in there, a glass of wine, maybe that or some bourbon. Who knows? We'll figure that out. Most likely it's gonna be bourbon. It's gonna be a bourbon or an old fashioned. The order's already placed in, gentlemen. It's already placed in.
I'll take a nice rosé.
Oh man, I believe it. I believe it. So I'm gonna make you. This is stuff for you guys to laugh at me about. So I always buzz PC shops, especially with his Placencias, right? I introduced him to his first Placencia 6 Jacksonville, and it's all been downhill from there. So I started scrolling on my social media pages, right? I can't tell you how many times I've counted those 6 cigars that I've posted that I smoked. And like,
it's a good cigar, man.
It is a great cigar. I don't know how certain people don't like it. It just threw me off. I was like, but that to me is such a great cigar. It to me, and because it's such a smooth cigar. I mean, the price point is hard to swallow. Yeah, $22, $23, a stick, unless you get it from Don. Don has that nice hookup at that lounge. That's what, $6-7 cheaper.
Yeah, it was $16 a stick.
Yeah,
that's. Let me tell you, I've been to multiple lounges that have them. Either they don't have them at all, and if they do, they're $22 to $23. I've seen them. I tell you, as high as $25 and $28 a stick, depending on where you're at.
And that's the thing. At my lounge, I get my proper discounts. I get them for the same price point that Dunn get them out there in Texas with my discount. Which is a 20% discount. So I prefer to buy the box than to buy them as a single or individual.
Yeah, I understand, man. People got deep pockets. They just buy boxes. I get it.
Hey, man.
Don, go ahead. I know you want to say something.
No,
go ahead, man. You got that look. Go ahead, say it.
No.
Hey, come on. Come on.
I get my
Give it
first
to me.
box, and I'm excited for that.
I got a couple of boxes coming for you guys from my place, and the place that I get them from that's not even with a discount. So I don't know how they do it. I don't know who they robbed. I don't know who they.
What truck you fell off of?
Well, yeah, I don't know, but because I haven't seen them anywhere else at that price. So
Yeah.
Not because even here, I paid $23 for that Black Label 6-0.
Right.
Yeah, and it's funny because that Black Label, I don't know why. I enjoy it. It's okay,
smells good.
but I don't know why. It's
That green level special.
yeah. I mean, listen, I think Plasencia as a whole, that tobacco is phenomenal.
And what everything they do is aged 10 years, I think is what I watched.
It's between 8 and 10 years.
8 and 10 years. Yeah.
You know? But you understand they've been around forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're able to age tobacco that old, or that long, rather. You know, so I mean, it's just, yeah, man. I mean, they're 151, they're 149. Those are great sticks. Even though I enjoy the 151 more than the 149.
But that makes me think, why don't a lot of people want to do collaborations with these guys when they got such great sticks? You talk about the EP Carrillos or the Plasencias. You know, you would think that a lot of people would want to do collaborations to kind of get that blend, you know, as a whole. Because, you know, with your blend and this blend, you know, and not everything goes together. And
Right.
and I get it, you know.
Well, it's beyond that too, though, PC, because these guys have secrets that they will never share with each
Right.
other. You know, and that's at the end of the day, they could be friends, but they're in business, right? And they're in competition with one another. It's all fun and games when they're face to face, but behind closed doors, I can only imagine.
Oh yeah.
You know, especially at that top tier, right? It's like I almost feel like there's like a secret society of the top tier families. You know what I mean? They get together and they kind of, you know, have a chit chat of who they feel that they're going to support the most and give a push to, and then for those who they don't feel they're ready yet, they don't do nothing. But that's a whole different topic. That's my whole conspiracy theorist. I mean,
Right.
you know, that's a whole different topic, but that would definitely like to chop it up with you guys and kind of get your insight on that, you know. But I mean, because that would be an interesting topic. Although Gurkha just did a massive collaboration with a bunch of people, you know, and that's the sampler pack that I spoke to you guys about that I regret not getting at the Great Smoke. I would love to find. I'm gonna have to see if I can find it even online. If I can find it online, I would love to see what AJ did with them, with Pepin. I think Plasencia. I don't know if Plasencia did something with them or not. I can't remember. Like I don't remember the core line that they created, but I know Gurkha. I know Gurkha had to make a massive and drastic change because I honestly, in my opinion, I really feel that company was crashing. It was already crashing before, but I think it was crashing probably close to bankruptcy, if not non-existent, you know, no longer existing anymore, you know. And, you know, I'm glad that they seem to make the changes that they did. The CEO stepped down, the president stepped down, which was the best thing for the company, you know, because I know that there was a lot of companies and other tobacconists and blenders that refused to work with that company because of his off-color comments he said on social media. So I know that, I mean, Gurkha was already hurting. That did not help at all. At all. That was the last thing that Gurkha needed in their stuff.
Right.
That's no here there. That you know, I'm glad that that they seem to be getting back on the right track. PC, what's the rep again?
Tanya for Gurkha, Tanya Graham.
Yeah,
She's a great person. She's based here out of Atlanta, but she's pretty much everywhere at everybody's event. She throws events, you know, throughout the Southeast and maybe some of the Northeast. You know, she's a great person.
Hey, she's from my home state and from the Bronx, like me.
Forget about it.
You know she's good people. You know she's good people.
Yeah.
But what, Gurkha at one point weren't they the top dog there or close to?
They were up there. Well, they were getting a lot of their tobacco from Plasencia.
Makes sense.
You know, so you know, in the late '90s, early 2000s, Gurkha was up there, man. I mean, you couldn't get a Gurkha for less than 12, $15.
I read something a while back, and it's been about a year or so, where Gurkhas was one of the priciest sticks that you want to purchase. And I saw online at one point in time a box of Gurkhas went for over $10,000. I'm like, wait a minute,
Oh,
ten
they're still
ten
out there.
G's?
No, there's
Yeah,
more out there. There's listen, and Gurkha, their swag when they had like the book bags and stuff like that. They're gorgeous bags.
right.
They're absolutely gorgeous bags. Um, but if you go online now, I mean, because they still have the old tobacco, obviously, I mean, they're pricey. They are pricey. I mean, it's crazy how much a Gurkha is. But the problem is that because of the reputation that it in the building and it's last, because there's always, what's the latest, what's the update. And if the update's bad news, and listen, if you hear from one or two people, whatever, but when it gets spread, and now with social media, things spread so much faster, you know what I mean? And,
Mhm.
and that could make or break somebody, and unfortunately broke them.
Well, I'll say this: since we're having steaks, I have Gurkha steak knives. I wish I could bring them to Tampa, and I don't want to fight with TSA about those steak knives.
Well, you could always mail them to me,
Yeah, that is true. That
and
is
I'll
true.
mail them back. Maybe. I mean, yeah, I'll mail them back to you.
Well, hey guys, so we're at the top of the hour here, and I didn't want just to get away from us with it. I don't know if we're going to do another episode before next Thursday, but you're not going to find four prouder Americans sitting, together talking. And the 4th of July coming up, I just want to give a huge shout out to those who have served, and freedom's not free, and it's our duty to protect that freedom. And whatever you look like, whatever religion you are, whatever party you come from, it's all of our duty to make sure that our country keeps going. And you're not going to find four prouder guys here that. So I just want to say happy 4th of July to everybody, and thank you to those who have served and allowed us to have that freedom.
Absolutely.
Salute.
Especially those who paid the ultimate price for our freedom, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And thank you, JJ, for serving, my brother.
You're welcome.
Thank you, brother.
And yeah, guys, well, we hit that other hour again. Another episode down.
We were just getting started.
Yeah. Well, we got to. We'll probably have another episode. Maybe at this point, maybe another 2 episodes before we leave to go to Tampa.
Yep.
But guys, once again, thank you for joining us. If you haven't subscribed, once again, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the bell. Hit the all notification every time we post something. By all means, you get notified. Catch us on our social media pages. JJ.
Here we go. Of course, we're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're now on Podbean. That's a new one. Amazon Music and iHeartRadio. We have our Instagrams. And Panda, what's your Instagram again?
Cigar_Panda.
What about you, PC?
Okay, that's Pete Caldwell 23 on Instagram, and PC Silverback 2023 on TikTok.
What about you, Don?
So mine is my name, Don Sweeney, on Instagram, and on TikTok I am the Cigar Don. And
Yep.
I hope everybody joins us. It's been a wild ride. It's been fun. It's been great. We for 4 goofballs to get together and have fun. This ain't nothing but fun for us. So
Absolutely. Well, guys, another episode down. Guys, once again, if you have any suggestions, any cigars that you want us to smoke, give a test out, a review, hit one of us or any of us up, and we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Peace.
later.
Keep some smoke in there.